if you want to feel comfy, look smart, and look attractive as for the ladies or the men, go to Sally's Shirts today. Yes, we got the custom-made shirts, we got the custom-made hoodies, we got the custom-made fonts, the custom-made tank top, and of course we got the phone cases and everything you ever wanted, including the open head fucking faith shirt at Sally's Shirts today for Formula OCE. And don't forget to join our Discord if you want to go racing today. We'll put the link in the chat right now if we remember. And don't forget the YouTube channel as well. Watch past races of last season when me and Reptile paddled in one races and races of this season for Formula OCE. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. Subscribe, follow, and don't forget hit the notifications button to let you know when we go live for Formula OCE. And our other sponsors, Taylor Racing, and our partners, Relentless Racing League and Rapid Racing League. Champion, by the way.
Hello. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome back to Formula OCE. We are back. League racing once again. It is absolute scenes here tonight. We are back league racing once again for Formula OCE. And we're here for the pre-season slash social slash testing race. We're here at Spain as it's not on the calendar, so I set out a vote to all the drivers in every single tier, and Spain won as the pre-season race. Jeddah coming a close second, by the way, so that was interesting. But yes, we are here. We are back racing. No more introductions are going to be needed. If you haven't checked out all 4 tier driver introductions, they're up on our YouTube channel. They were posted 2 on Monday and 2 yesterday on Wednesday. So if you haven't checked it out, see who's not in here. Who's in the tiers, I should say. But we are back racing once again as the chat is going off. Bring my internet again. So a couple of things. So there is some different drivers in. So we've got JDM, Mad Dog, and Woolly Mixer. Those 3 are reserves. Everyone else is the same. So those 3 are reserves for tier 3. So they get first priority over everyone else. Yeah, we're back full qualifying. So glad to be racing again. Been about a month as Sparky's at the session. Hopefully he can join back in. He's had some issues. Just where he is at the moment, but it's still going to be full qualifying grid of 18, so not bad for a pre-season race. You know, exciting to see, you know, just how well these drivers will do. Full qualifying, as you know, Q1, Q2, Q3, and then a 50% race. That will be for every single tier. Going to be absolute banterous, as Clappy is going to do the first time lap. It's going to be a 18.6, so not bad. So this race is just probably get everybody used to the cars, you know, used to the setups, get used to the teammate before round 1 kicks off next week. Going to be an absolute pleasure to see how it goes next week. Full quality for preseason. Yeah. Yep. So same rules applies for the other 3 tiers, T1, T2, and T4, as T3 is the first cab off the rank. So Laps goes up into P2, Kangaroo P3, JDM gets stuck with an 18.0, 6 tenths off, so probably good enough for Q2, you might think. Notorious can obviously go a little bit quicker, and Rango in P5. As Henson's about to start off his lap. Clappy has made a mistake. It's your boy, back racing in T3 once again. So looking to see how he goes. Was a little bit annoyed that I skipped over Haas pretty quickly in the introductions, but you know, just yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully Cody's can do something about delivery, so you know we don't get in trouble. Yeah. So across the line, it's 18.5. P2 still half a second off JDM. So yeah, JDM definitely, you know, into Q2, you would think. T1 trial, yeah, T1 is tomorrow night. We'll get through that. You know, we will get through that. JDM Q3. Yes, by the way, if you want to see a hot lap of a driver, it's 1,000 channel points. So you just gotta let the commentator know what driver you want to see. So that's another thing. I gotta remind the commentators about that as well. There's Notorious. As I did say Notorious would go quick. He's up in the P5 at 19.0, so you could definitely get into the 18s. But yeah, I think JDM definitely safe into Q2. Jimmy unfortunately did invalidate, so he did invalidate his first run and his second run, so he might just box in for some new fuel, maybe another set of tires. So it's your boy, just went for a cooldown lap, he's gone off again. Oh, Laps is gone for a spin. That is not great. So this is one of the drivers I'm most interested in. The reigning T4 champion made the step up into T3 this season. New team. Was in the McLaren, now in the Alpine. So first run, P7 and 19.2. You don't have to go flat out in this first quali session. You just want to get good, just have a good enough time, and to be good enough to get into Q2. Fanatical 41.9 obviously going to be quicker than that. I believe Sparky's in. If not, if I missed that, I do apologise. And it's your boys, 2.5 seconds down. Yeah, he'll just come in, I feel. Oh, Jimmy runs a little bit wide there. You don't want to be doing that too often. But Urban Growth, down from Tier 2 into Tier 3. Into the 18s as well. 18.7 gets ahead of Laps, but literally nothing separated him. As Cody is actually out, so I was just reading chat. Yeah, big interesting in the chat. So unfortunately, Cody is out in this Q1 session. Let's see what Urban's second sector is. 3 seconds. Yeah, I think Urban's just going to come in. He's done his lap. And it looks like it'd be good enough for Q2, you would think, in the 18s. So Elon, Wooly, and Jimmy do need to set a timer. I think Sparky is in, so he'll need to set a lap time as well. Rabbit is the first man out in this Q1 session, which is a shame. Was looking forward to see how the two AlphaTauris will work together here tonight. I don't think JDM's wasting another set. Yeah, no, it's just, I think it's just the same set. Rango's off at his time. Mad Dog starting off his time as well. Car Gamer is as well. The Henchman is as well. So we'll take a board on the Henchman, you know, making the step up from Tier 4 last season into Tier 3. Looking forward to see how he goes this season. As Itchy Boy's retired, he's done it in the pit lane. He is safe. So an 18.5 is probably where the drivers want to be aiming for as a cutoff. So, like, the likes of Mad Dog, Rango, Fanatical, Kangaroo Guy, and to an extent, maybe even Duck Puncher as well, and that's 6/10. 6/10 is a lot. Oh, yeah, that corner is probably going to cause a lot of carnage over the weekend, you would think. Svenical was up in the P11, 23.3. Or stays P11, I should say. And a Kangaroo hot lap has been issued. So we'll take a board on the Kangaroo Guy. JDM has retired in the pits. So here is a lap of Spain with Kangaroo Guy. So there's a lap with Kangaroo. Also in the chat, if you're still in, if you are still in chat, we do have a PlayStation, so we just need numbers. So yeah, we are trying to do a PlayStation side. So you know, if you want to race, you can. We'll just put you in the PlayStation areas. Wooly goes to the top with a 17.8, a couple of tenths off ahead of JDM. So waiting on Car Gamer needs to set a better lap time. We wait on Elong, Sparky, and Jimmy. Jimmy is off on his lap time as well. So we'll take a ball with Jimmy through to turns 1 and 2. Coming on to 3, little bit wide. Goes a little, stays within the track limits by country miles, so at least that is a positive. A 22.0 first sector coming into turns 4. Goes a little bit wide, but holds it on coming into turn 5. Hits the apex, gets good traction. Notorious has retired. He's up in the P3 and 18.2. So not too shabby do. As Jimmy coming up through the fast turn 9. I think it's turn 9. On the back straight now. Middle sector time split is a 51.4. Elon, Kodia and Sparky need to set lap times as soon as possible. Otherwise they will be knocked out in Q1 with joining Rapid Kodia as well. As times are starting to come thick and fast. Car Gamer's up in the P9. And here comes Jimmy. Opens up DRS. P3 and 18.1. That is good enough, you would think, for Q number 2. Elong and Sparky, the last two to set a lap. Oh, Elong's now coming out. Wooly has retired in the pits. So that is smart. Fanatical going to be in all sorts of trouble. He's actually 2 seconds up. Rango's in a little bit of trouble. Same with Duck Puncher. He's now coming out. Maybe X-Dubs could be in a little bit of trouble as well, but he's out there on track already on a new set of tyres. So that's so it's unfortunate as Fanatical does an 18.7, so he's up in the 13th. He's up in the 13th. Elongated is now coming out. I don't think Sparky got back in, unfortunately. Maybe he can come back in the race, perhaps. With a PlayStation, yeah, it's not much. I think about 6 or 7 from memory. So if you want to join in, know others that want to come in, you know, you're more than welcome to. We'll try and sort out stuff for the PlayStation side as soon as possible once we get enough numbers. As Rango starting off his lap. So Q2 going to be interesting here. Going to be interesting who is going to set their times on mediums. Because the softs do die a lot around here. So who's going to qualify on softs? Who's going to qualify on mediums? Rango looking a little bit better after that mistake at turn 4, turn 9. Oh, that's a little bit of a mess. Urban Grove is up in the P4 now. Duck Puncher, Rango and Elongated need to make better lap times. Car Gamer's done in the P12. Geez, this is actually not too shabby. Let's have a look at gap to leader. So there's the gaps to leader at this stage. It's actually pretty decent for Q. I know it's only Q1. Oh, Rango invalidated. He's still got enough time though. He's still got enough time. What about Duck Puncher? Elongated's going to be the next one to cross the line. It's a 51.8 middle sector. Elongated needs to be probably mid-pack to be safe into that Q2 session, but it's only Duck, Rango, and Elon. Elon's up in the P12. Fanatical has retired. Some with Cargo. This is going to be absolute interesting as Rango is going to be out. Duck Punch is going to be absolute safe. Rango is going to be knocked out in this Q1 session. And Duck Puncher moves up in the P13. I think that is it for qualifying. 19 seconds. Rango needs to actually fly like the wind. He 3/10 up, but still P16. Needs to find another 3/10. But that's going to be qualifying done. And Rango, probably the biggest shock out of this Q1 session, is going to be knocked out in this Q1 session, along with Sparky and Rapid Kodia. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Fanatical makes it into it. An 18.9. An 18.9, yeah. 1.1, so it's not too bad. From 1 down. And Sparky and Kodia did not set lap times, so you would expect them to set pretty decent lap times, you would think. But that is it, as Elongator goes up into P2, into the 17s, at 17.9. He's now just showing off. So that is it. We're just waiting on Duck Puncher to come into the pits and retire so we can move swiftly onto Q2. But yeah, Rango Killer going to be big interesting now. That'll dent the confidence in the Ferrari garage. So Duck Puncher's in, so just wait for him to retire and then we'll go on to Q2. There it is. My mic's working. Is that better? So Wooly takes... Oh. Oh my god. I thought my mic was muted the entire time. Oh, don't scare me like that. Yeah, so, yeah. As I say, Rango, Sparky, and Kodia is out. So, I guess Rango is probably the big shock, along with Kodia as well. Sparky could not get back in, unfortunately. Hopefully he can get back in for the race. Thank you for the follow. Tragic Love Life. That's epitomizing me right there. But thank you for the follow. Much appreciate you. Welcome to FormulaOCE. X-Labs is out there on track. Hopefully, you know, maybe Cody could do something like a spawn in a different livery for the Haas team. I know they're making a new game now, but you know, why not? So, Q2, this is strategy heaven run. That's a henchman, Car Gamer, Mad Dog, Clappy, Kangaroo, Notorious, Wooly, and X-Laps all out on mediums. So it's Your Boy, Elong, JDM, Urban, Fanatical, and Duck Puncher out on softs. Only Jimmy has not come out. Oh, he's now coming out now, but he'll come out on... Oh, it's raining! Oh, okay, so that is interesting now. Oh, I think Jimmy's made a mistake coming out so far behind. Oh, Duck Puncher. Yep, I know. Yep, I got ya. Duck Puncher, holla. Yep, I see it. So, Duck Puncher has a hot lap requested, so this is probably going to be the only lap we will see. So, big interesting now with the rain. Going to make the track very slippery. I think Jimmy might have just come in a little bit too late. So it is going to be raining in this Q2 session. Will it rain for Q3? As Notorious is out! Notorious is the first, I would say, big name out in this Q2 session. He is out. He will start P15. So Duck Punch into turns 1, 2, and 3. Actually, I'm going to be quiet for the hot lap. So there it is, and 18.4 for Fanatical. Big interesting. Elon is invalidated. Same with Mad Dog. Jimmy cannot afford an invalidation in this final sector. He cannot afford one. Maybe the track's starting to get a little bit too slippery. Oh, that was an oversteer moment if I've ever seen one. Across the lines, P5. It is P5 for Jimmy. He is in. Henchman's off on another lap. So we need a, what was it? A Woolly hot lap. Was there anyone else? Was there anyone else? Is Woolly the only other driver that was picked? With that, Rose, you can only pick War Machine once. You can only pick one driver per tier for once only. So yeah, every driver will be available. It's just that, yeah, you can only pick them once. So, for example, as we saw Duck Puncher, he has been used. We've seen his hot lap. He won't be able to be redeemed for the rest of tonight, but it'll be available again next week. Same with Wooly when we go on him, and who else? I think JDM is one, and Clappy is another. So it's Clappy, JDM, and Wooly that we got to look out for. Hey, if you want to subscribe, you can get multiplier for your channel points. Also helps us out as well. Try to give you better streams. Try to give you better quality. So anything that helps out, we much appreciate you. We try and do better as we can here at OCE. So JDM's out there on Inter's probably just doing some Inter practice, but yeah, don't think it's gonna rain again. Be dry again for the rest of this session, by the looks of it. Because JDM's the only driver out on track. Hydrate. Yeah, I gotta figure out something with that. It just tells me to hydrate. Just tells the commentator to hydrate. And thank you for the follow, Rip the Beans. What a name. What a name. Will we see rain in the race? That is big question. I'm looking outside the top 10. So we've got Henchman, Cargo, Mad Dog, Elongated, and Notorious. Well, Elongated was what, P2? He's now going to be 14th and knocked out in his Q2 session. Car Gamer P12. That is interesting as well. We can't read too much in the gaps anyway because it is mixed conditions. So it was virtually a one-shot qualifying. Yeah, so we can't read too much in the gaps. But Q1 gaps, big interesting that was. I'm just sitting here reading the chat and everyone's talking about the channel points. So if anybody's got any ideas of what we can do with the channel points, let us know. You know, we're open to the to ideas. You know, the owners will have a talk about it. You know, just give us some ideas on what we should do with the channel points other than the hot lap. You know, because I know people are building them up. So you know, any ideas? Just let us know. So we're going to see some retirements happening right now, as there's really no point, you know, coming out again, just except for getting some into practice. $3.5K, follow 1 car for the whole lot. That's interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't say first lap, but another lap, you know? Because first lap, there's usually, you know, drama. But, you know, that is something to have a thing about. We'll talk. I'll talk to the, you know, the other commentators plus owner and the other owners as well. So, yeah, everybody now coming in. 1 million points to fuck. Yep, so the track's now getting too wet. So, Fanatical will top the sheet, the timing sheets. So, Henchman, P11, I mean, it's not a bad start though. P11, start on fresh mediums, go as long as you want. Or even start... Ooh. You don't want to be touching the softs early. I mean, as I said, the softs die out pretty quickly. You want to be touching the softs probably towards the end. With like, you know, 5 laps to go. If there's a safety car. Yes, safety car is turned on. It's on standard. So, yeah, big interesting. So we're just waiting for 4 drivers to pretty much retire because yeah, they're not going to come back out again. And if I was Clappy and Fanatical, I would retire because 1 DNF. Yeah, well, there's Clappy's retirement. I was just going to say 1 DNF, you're out. So yeah, 1 DNF and you're out of Q3. What's going on, Easy Reaper? How are we doing? How are we doing? How are we doing? And on Bird, I would strongly suggest to not do that. I strongly suggest to not do that. Yeah. So Fernando was out. So Cargo and Elongator just waiting on those two to retire. As I said, he can't improve on the dries, so just waiting on those two with 2 minutes to go. You know, nothing much doing, so you know what? We'll play an ad.
If you want to feel comfy, look smart, and look attractive as for the ladies or the men, go to Sally's Shirts today. Yes, we got the custom-made shirts, we got the custom-made hoodies, we got the custom-made fonts, the custom-made tank top, and of course we got the phone cases and everything you ever wanted, including the open head fucking faith shirt at Sally's Shirts today for FormulaOCE. And don't forget to join our Discord if you want to go racing today. We'll put the link in the chat right now if we remember. And don't forget the YouTube channel as well. Watch past races of last season when me and Reptile paddled won races and races of this season for FormulaOCE. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. Subscribe, follow, and don't forget hit the notifications button to let you know when we go live for FormulaOCE. And our other sponsors, Taylor Racing, and our partners, Relentless Racing League and Rapid Racing League. Champion, by the way.
And we are back. Just doing the command in the chat when the ad was playing. That's it. Qualifying is done. So pretty much perfect timing. Fanatical tops the sheet. So it's Fanatical, JDM, Urban on softs, Wooly on mediums, Jimmy on softs, Clappy, Kangaroo Guy on mediums, It's Your Boy on softs, Laps on mediums, and Duck Puncher on softs. So there's your top 10. Outside the 10, we've got Henchman, Card Gamer, Mad Dog, Elongated, and Notorious. Probably you would think Card Gamer and Elongated just by Q1. Even Notorious as well. Probably the three big-ish names. As Elongated was like P2, Notorious was like P4, P5. Card Gamer, we know what his pace is. And Henchman, you know, P11, it's still not a bad spot, you know. Free choice attire. Started whatever he wants to do. Gonna be interesting. Gonna be interesting come race time. But we still have one more quali session left. And you know what that means, ladies and gentlemen. Who gets pole position? Who gets pole? Who else is one? Oh. Okay. I messed that up. And other. Let us know. And we'll go a 5-minute poll. There it is. There's the poll, ladies and gentlemen. Who gets poll? There's some choices up there already. The first poll of the season in the preseason. Who gets pole position? Going to be interesting. If it's not one of them, let us know in the chat. Who do you think will get pole in this race here tonight? Who do you think will get pole here tonight? Let us know in the chat. We've got 30 viewers. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. Oh dear, Duck Puncher. Oh, how is he not DNF? How has he not done a barrel roll like I did at Spain a couple of seasons ago in a different league? Oh dear, that is massive. Urban and Laps. Okay, that's interesting. Commentary will be done by Mad Dog. Mad Dog will be commentating T4. But Duck Puncher will have to come back in for a new wing. That was a heavy hit. I mean, luckily he's alright. And kept going again, because that could have ended his session right there. It's all into at this stage, so no wet tires, but it is looking like it's getting heavy. So it was a Fanatical, you know, Q3 and a Clappy one as well, and a Woolly. So we'll ride. This is the first one. We'll do Fanatical. No, it was JDM, wasn't it? Yeah, it was JDM. I do apologise. It was JDM, not Fanatical. I do apologise. So we're right on board. This will count as JDM's hot lap because it is Q3. We'll do, I think, Clappy and then Wooly, or Wooly then Clappy, whichever one is still on a lap. And then that'll count to that. Then that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen. No more hot lap requests will be taken because the last 2 minutes will be absolute pandemonium, I believe. Polls. I don't think you can do it via the Xbox, the Twitch app on Xbox. I can only do it because of PC. It's pretty much, and I think Mitchie can do it as well if he wants to. But I do it for T3. So Clappy is the next one. That's in a validation. Right on board with Wooly, he might do 2 laps, so we'll stay on board. It's a 27.3, a couple of tenths ahead of Itchy Boy, so wet weather looking favourable for the McLaren reserve driver here tonight. And you know what? For the viewers, there will be podium interviews. We'll do the first podium interviews of the season here tonight. Just, you don't get everyone the feel effect. So this lap so far by Wooly, not too shabby-doo. Oh, that's a little bit wide, but he keeps it under control, stays within track limits. The fast right-hander. Oh, that is out. He is out of here. That is a moment in this quali session. And Clappy. Oh wow! But Wooly still holds on to P1. Just over a tenth quicker than Fanatical. But both Clappy and Wooly making similar mistakes. Probably just driving the car a little bit too heavy. But laps now are coming towards the final corner. And he validated this and next lap. That is a this and next lap situation. It would have been 29.4, would have been P7. But he has invalidated. And I think Jimmy's starting his lap as well. Clappy's going to do his, maybe finish off his lap because he does a hot lap request. So he is the final one, ladies and gentlemen. So, 4 votes. 4 votes. JDM for pole. And I believe it was an Urban and an X-Laps for pole. So big interesting. Where there he is. So there's the winner. It's an other. So Wooly currently on provisional pole has 2 votes. JDM had the 1 vote, and the other 2 unfortunately had 0. Duck Punch is going to come in on wets. Ooh, is it now too? It looks like it's too much for Inters. It looks like too much for Inters. But gone by the track. Urban's on wets. Oh yeah, I think it might be time for wet tires. $30.2, yeah. I think it's way too wet for Inters. I think it's wet tires. And I think that's given Wooly pole position. Even though he DNF'd, he is out of this quali session, but all Kangaroo's back out there on Inter, so maybe we'll keep an eye on Urban and Kangaroo guy. Let's see. I wish we could do like side-by-side comparisons. But yeah, big interesting. that's a moment for Kangaroo Guy. He's not even pushing. That is a big moment, and he wasn't even pushing, was Kangaroo Guy. So 4 minutes and change remaining. This is going to be absolute interesting. We're going to be flipping back and forth of Urban and Kangaroo Guy. Oh, Jimmy, you might need to get out of the way, man. You might need to just hop out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, just let Kangaroo Guy through. He's got a little bit of space behind him, so it should be not too shabby-doo. Well, Urban's back in. Urban's back in, so maybe it's not ready for the wet tyres yet. Is that Clappy? Yeah. So Clappy and Kangaroo Guy is the ones we're going to be watching out for. Oh, that's a moment. That turns two. What? Let's see what Clappy does at turn 2. Yes, so much grip. So it is time for the wet tyres. You have like sector 3. I think it's Duck Puncher. No, it might be for JDM. It's JDM. We'll get back on board with Kangaroo Guy coming towards 6 and 7, towards 8 and 9. So that's going to be the corner of choice. Oh, that's a validation. That is a big invalidation. Let's have a look at Clappy. No invalidation needed. Let's have a look at turn 9. And that was Duck Puncher. Duck Puncher is out. He is out. He's out in this qualifying session. The wet tyres are not the way to go. He's actually retired on track. Maybe something has happened. I'm not 100% sure. Will we see a Jimmy come out and bolt on with 2 minutes to go? He will need to come out. No, Jimmy has retired. He is good with P7. What about Clappy? It's a minute 30. It's a minute 30. It's a 29.9. So it looks like, yeah, the wets could be the tyre of choice right now. What about laps? A minute, 90 seconds to go. 90 seconds to go, and Woolie's still on pole. Fanatical's back out there on track, just letting JDM go through. Laps. Doing his best. Can he get at least P8 or P7? He'll be aiming for up there. I don't think he can get like a P6, unfortunately. It's a 58.4 middle sector. Let's just have a look in this final sector for laps. As Kangaroo Guy has retired into the pit lane. It's a 30.2! It's a 30.215, but Jimmy stays ahead by 1 millisecond. Rapid Clappy is 2.5 tenths up, but it's still going to be a P7. 20 odd seconds to go, so he will have enough time. Itchy Boy has retired. Itchy Boy has retired in the pit lane. It's a 29.6, just over 3 tenths quicker, but it's 1.4 behind Urban. Let's have a look at Urban. He's half a second down, so yep, that is not great. And Fanatical is spinning around. That is qualifying done. Can laps get ahead of Jimmy? Sparky has eventually joined in, so that is great news for the Mercedes driver. Let's have a look in this second sector time split. It's nearly half a second up, so Jimmy will looks like start P9 unless something catastrophic happens in this final sector as Urban just gets out of the way, which is fair play. Can laps get at least a P7? That his race will be with Clappy, by the looks of it, according to the grid. But across the line, it is a 29.4. It's P7. But Clappy is nearly 2 tenths up here. He's nearly 2 tenths up here. He'll most likely get that P7 back. But ladies and gentlemen, Wooly and Clappy says, no, I'm coming in. He's had enough. That is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is qualifying done. And Wooly Mixer gets pole position for tonight's preseason race. Here at Spain. We're just waiting for Clappy to retire. I believe now we're one away from 350 Twitch followers. I do believe so. Thank you so much. I just remembered. So there is the top 10. Wooly gets pole position over Fanatical, over Itcher Boy. JDM gets P4. Kangaroo Guy P5. Urban Growth P6. Laps P7. Clappy P8. Jimmy P9. And Duck Puncher P10. And I did see Sparky join in, so that is fantastic. So, ladies and gentlemen, while we wait, hopefully people have readied up. Are we waiting on anybody to ready up, or what's the sitch? Chat. Okay, so it is me. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, because I was kind of prepared for it, we will be back for the race in just a few moments. So here is the greatest ad of all time.
If you want to feel comfy, look smart, and look attractive as for the ladies or the men, go to Sally's Shirts today. Yes, we got the custom-made shirts, we got the custom-made hoodies, we got the custom-made fonts, the custom-made tank top, and of course we got the phone cases and everything you ever wanted, including the open head fucking face shirt at Sally's Shirts today for Formula OCE. And don't forget to join our Discord if you want to go racing today. We'll put the link in the chat right now if we remember. And don't forget the YouTube channel as well. Watch past races of last season when me and Reptile paddled in won races and races of this season for Formula OCE. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. Subscribe, follow, and don't forget hit the notifications button to let you know when we go live for Formula OCE. And our other sponsors, Taylor Racing, and our partners, Relentless Racing League and Rapid Racing League. Champion, by the way.
Well, we are back. We have made it in, ladies and gentlemen. 18 cars So here is the tyre graphic for everybody. Only Mad Dog outside the tent is on a different tyre strategy, and he's on the softs. Everyone else is on the mediums. So Woolly Mixer did qualify mediums in Q2, so he might be a little bit in trouble from Fanatical. It's your boy JDM off the start line. Kangaroo Guy P5 on mediums. Urban Grove is P6 on the softs, so one to watch out there. Laps and Clappy as well on the mediums. Jimmy and Duck Puncher on the softs. So big interesting here, but Wooly doesn't have to fight the soft runners, as the softs will die out very quickly. It will die out very quickly. So big interesting. Oh dear. Oh, it's happened already between Aston and Red Bull. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get ready for 5 red lights for the Spanish Grand Prix. The first piece of league racing for FormulaOCE. It kicks off here with the pre-season race at Spain for Tier 3. And don't forget, Tier 1 tomorrow night at 8 o'clock with Minchy 950. So Tier 1 is on Friday nights now. Tier 4 is on Saturdays at 8 o'clock. And Tier 3, 7:30 on Sundays. So a couple of tiers have got some new times and places. But here we go. 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Wooly gets off to a slowish start. It's your boys up in the P2 already. Here we go through the back. JDM's already down in the P6. He's been swamped. Henchman looking around the outside. Jimmy down the inside into Ferrari. He's made the move. Jimmy's up in the P6. What an absolute start by the Red Bull driver. Car Gamer in P10. Magnog's up in the P12. Duck Punch is down in P12. Elongated's up in the 13th, overtaking Mad Dog. But they're going to go side by side here. Is there contact? There is, but not too much. Not too much. Sparky has joined back here, but Rango's into the fence. Something's happened with Rango. Not sure what exactly happened there. We'll go back towards the front. Digit Boy has taken the lead of this race. Fanatical holding down into P3. So we missed the overtake with Digit Boy. I do apologize about that. But Wooly looking for the move on the inside. No, too far back. He is too far back. Urban Grove is now ghosting. Ooh, something has happened with Urban. There's yellow flags. I think it was just Rango getting a little bit caught up as... Oh, there's contact! There is contact between Clappy and Laps. The drama at Spain has already happened. It's already happened. Jimmy's up in the P5. What an absolute start. He's now looking for a move on to Kangaroo Guy for P4. Can he do it? It's your boy sets the pace. It's the like Sector 3. I think it's just someone spinning. Notorious. Down in the 14th. He has had an absolute shocking start. And Laps is around. Yes, he is. I think Laps is around. I think he might have got into the curb there. Cotty's up in the P12. He's done very well at this start, starting from the back of the grid. Henchman stays P11, but no moves are done there. As Fanatical's made the move. Here comes Jimmy, and... Oh no, Jimmy's down in the P4. He's a second behind these three. But with these three battling, it's your boy Fanatical and Wooly Mixer. Probably we might be calling these three names a lot this season. And Fanatical looking for a move down the inside. Is he? Yes, he is. Same with Wooly down the inside of Itchy Boy. Oh, there's drama. Jimmy's up in the P3 now. Duck Punch has had a moment as well. He's been pushed out wide. And he's made the overtake on Wooly. Wooly's down in the P6. P9, sorry, not P6. But Fanatical, Itchy Boy, Jimmy, the three soft runners. 1, 2, and 3, and Kangaroo Guy is up in the P4, but he's been hounded by Dr. JDM and Urban Growth. What an absolute start. DRS is now enabled. Jimmy sets the pace with a 21.6, but Mad Dog beats that with a 21.601 as well. There's a chat. Oh, Fanatical's had a spin! Fanatical's had an absolute spin fest. He's dropping down like last night's pizza. And Kangaroo Guy looking for me for Jimmy. No, he's not. No, he's not. Notorious is down in the 14th, so he had some wing damage. Notorious had some wing damage. And now the top 5. Wow, all under a second. And it's your boy, Mad Dog in P6. Not too far behind, but Woolly and Duck Puncher. Bit of collision there, but no farm, no damage. No harm, no foul, no damage. What's happened? Elongated up in the P9. Henchman's right there as well. He's got a 3-second gap to Elongated teammate Kodia. So will we see some AlphaTauri plays here? Will we see some AlphaTauri plays here? Is Urban looking for a move onto JDM, but this is the DRS train effect here now. Oh, Duck Puncher's had a spin. Duck Puncher's had a spin. He's had a spin and he's outside the points now. Here comes Fanatical. Yep, he's outside the points. P13 is not that far as Urban sets the pace. Mad Dog Woolly with a 28.0. He's absolutely flying. I think Sparky's just had a moment. Urban and JDM have swapped positions. But Kangaroo Guy looking for a move on the outside. Nothing doing there. Maybe the softs are starting to wear out just a little bit too much now. Maybe the mediums will be starting to phase in very, very nicely, and they will become the quicker tire. As a chat just telling me what is going on. Cottis has had a moment as well. He's lost 2 positions. He's lost 2 positions, has Cottis no wing damage, but did get informed that Cottis running no TC, so that is very, very nice of him. The top 7 all under a second of each other, so this is starting to shape out a very, very competitive tier here. I did say in the driver in the driver intros, a lot of drivers can win this tier, can win this championship, and I said I hope we get a repeat of last season, where the opening 11 rounds, we had 10 different race winners. We had 10 different race winners in the opening 11 rounds. So I just hope we get something like that. But Jimmy's down the inside. What a move! He's got the lead of the race now. What an absolute move! Luckily, I was paying attention, and I was paying attention to the chat. But now Urban Grove is looking for a move on the Kangaroo Guy. But now Jimmy's taking the lead and he's pulled out half a second already. Maybe it's your boy struggling already on those soft tyres. Maybe we'll see him pit pretty soon. As Kodia is into the pits for some soft tyres. Rango is nearly going to be lapped down, unfortunately, after that lap 1 incident. Not sure what exactly happened. So luckily it's only pre-season. Not much can be done, but it's your boy stays within the DRS. JDM and Mad Dog might have had a collision there, and Mad Dog gets a time penalty. I think it doesn't mean anything, but if this was an actual race for something, I think that could have been got taken off perhaps. But 1.1 is It's Your Boy does not have DRS, so Jimmy has broken It's Your Boy's DRS here. Henchman's got a time penalty, but here comes the Kangaroo Guy, and he's done it. He has made the move. JDM now looking for a move on the Urban Grove. Nothing doing there. Oh, It's Your Boy's had a spin now. He has had an absolute spin. He has hit the curb. No puncture, by the looks of it. I think he just hit the curb and had an absolute spin. But as the chat is going off about that move on by Jimmy, by Kangaroo Guy now on the medium tyres, starting to reel in Jimmy. We might start to see some of the few soft runners that started on the softs come in and change their tyres. Let's do gap to leader. So if Jimmy with a pit, he'll come out in P12. So he'll need to probably extend it maybe 1 or 2 more laps just to see if he can stay within that gap. Some of the other soft runners, if he were to come in. Undercut, I think, is pretty decent around here, or maybe the overcut is. I'm not entirely sure. But if Jimmy were to pit now, he'll come out in clean air. So Jimmy stays out for one more lap. Yep. Kangaroo's made the move, and Jimmy does not want to fight it. So maybe Jimmy's just going to play this tactically and follow Kangaroo Guy for maybe an extra lap. Drag him along his Itchy Boys into the pits. Probably get some new batteries for his controller. But there's a massive train on here. Went too far down. But Henchman is 3 seconds behind Elongated, so if Henchman can pick up his pace, the other sector to Rango is out. Rango is out. Is that a safety car? It's a safety car. It's the first safety car of the season. What a time to come out. Jimmy, Urban, JDM, Mad Dog, Fanatical, and Duck Puncher all right now are absolutely smiling from ear to ear because they can just pit and go to the end. Kangaroo Guy, Woolly Mixer, Elon will be absolutely fuming right now. Henchman's got a time penalty, unfortunately. X-Lap's got a time penalty. Oh no, Henchman, drive through. Oh, Kangaroo is coming in, so that is interesting. JDM and Woolly, JDM's red Xing. Oh, not JDM's in. That was interesting, to say the least. So, Jimmy is on a set of mediums. Will we see someone do a sneaky sneak? Coming on softs and then, you know, whoever's total on mediums come in on softs and then pit again for mediums or not. So, Elon is on mediums. Henchman's on mediums. Fanatical on mediums. Clappy's going to come out. He's going to be in P10. So everybody's been brought back in. Kodia is the only one on softs, but he's actually going to come in this lap. So big interesting to see what tyre he chooses to go on. It's like he's got another time penalty. It's mediums. So Kodia going for another set of mediums. Sparky is in. So what tyre does Sparky go on? It looks like another set of mediums. Yes, it is. So he's just going to take advantage of this safety car. Put on another set of mediums. Yeah. It's an old set. It's an older set of mediums, but he should be able to catch up to the rest of the grid. So big interesting here now. As JDM is red Xing. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, hey Chris, how we doing? How are we doing? But Kanga will have to pit again because he's done medium. Jimmy's done soft medium, so Jimmy can go to the end. So Kangaroo Guy will have to pit again. Big interesting. So safety car. Notorious is slowly but surely catching back up. Kodia is rapidly catching up, and so is Sparky. Hopefully he can come back in. Not sure what's happened here. Luckily that's all been resolved. So Notorious is caught up. Kodia has pretty much caught up, so we're just waiting on Sparky. So safety car might stay out an extra lap here. Will someone come in for the hards? Will Woolly or Laps come in for the hards and go to the end? going to be, yeah, big interesting. People say there's a lot of quick guys in Tier 3, but there's even quicker guys in Tier 2, don't forget. A lot of quicker guys in Tier 2 as well, so you got to remember that as well. So safety car will be out one more lap, so Sparky will catch up in the nick of time unless the game will say safety car in this lap. It doesn't look like it. It's not going to, so that is a GG. So, no one really doing anything as Willie makes a little bit of a mistake there. Not sure what's going on between these two. Oh! Oh! Ho, ho. Oh dear. Oh, okay, we need to address this very, very quickly. We will address that very, very quickly after the race has ended. Oh, dear, Duck Punch has had a moment. He's had a moment, but he's still on track. Something's going on with Fanatical here and Itchy Boy. I get it's pre-season and it doesn't mean much, but guys, you need to stop brake checking each other. Otherwise, a lot of penalties is going to be handed out this season under safety car. Speaking of which, so there's now a new rule for all tiers under safety car. So if you get hit from behind, for example, if Laps hits Wooly, but Wooly only gets the 5 seconds, Wooly, if he serves it, we can't do much about it, but Laps will get 5 seconds post-race added onto his time. And if Kangaroo Guy does it to Laps, and Laps gets the time penalty, but Kangaroo Guy doesn't, Kangaroo Guy will get the penalty, and so on and so forth. So, it's to stop people from pretty much, you know, getting as close as you can, and, you know, stop the 5 second penalties as much. So there's a new rule for all tiers under safety car. If a driver hits you, but you only get the 5 second penalty, then a driver behind will get a 5 second penalty as well. But if you serve it, we can't get it removed because you served it. But here we go, green flag racing as Laps has fallen asleep. Same with Jimmy. Kangaroo Guy made a perfect start. His henchman's doing his drive-through now, which is absolutely smart, just to get it out of the way, and he should catch up to the rest of the field. He should catch up to the rest of the field. But there's a gap between Elong and Clappy. Clappy will need to pick up the pace a little bit. Duck Punch has got himself a time penalty. Urban and Jimmy. Urban's made the move over Jimmy for P4. Urban goes a little bit wide here. Oh, Urban switches to the... Oh, there's contact. There's contact already. Let's have a look at this from JDN's perspective. And Jimmy just tucks behind Urban. Probably going to be waiting for the main straight. But if I was Jimmy, I would just let Urban carry me towards DRS and then just use DRS. But JDM is all over the place at the moment. So we just did have a safety car, which is why all the gaps are pretty slow. Well, not slow, but together. The henchman had a drive-through penalty. That's why he has the gap he has, but it's pretty decent gap, I guess. Only 10.5 behind Sparky. So it's not too bad for the henchman as we're on starting lap number 12 of 33. 22 laps to go. Will we see another safety car? I predict yes, as Wooly's broken that 1 second mark on laps already. Kangaroo Guy and Laps now hunting each other for that P2 spot. But Laps does have a time penalty. Mad Dog and JDM has swapped positions because Mad Dog is lagging a little bit there. So we might have to get if JDM races, we might have to get him to do some speed tests. We might have to get to do some speed tests. But then again, I did leave the lobby because I was hosting, so that could be a factor as well. Oh, Elongated's had a moment. He's into the fence. He's into the fence. And he's got no front wing, so that is a shame for Elongated. That is such a shame for Elongated. And the gap at the front is 1.6 between Wooly and Laps, but Wooly and Laps will need to pit again. Will need to pit for the first time. But also Kangaroo Guys, what he's done medium, did not start on the soft tyres, so Kangaroo Guy will have to pit. So did Urban start on the softs? So at this point, Urban's a net P1. Urban Grove is a net P1 because the top 3 will have to pit. And Kangaroo Guy will have to pit again, so... Oh, JDM's gonna lag in front of those two. Yes, he is. Oh, it's gonna be a shame. Oh, Laps is now very much struggling here as Urban's right behind Kangaroo Guy. A little bit of a contact between the Mercedes and Haas drivers. And Urban Grove has got a bucket of popcorn. As I did say, he's a net P1. Doesn't really need to fight these two. Because the top 3 will all have to pit. As Kangaroo Guy around the outside. Urban's looking around the outside as well. Can he do it? Oh, that's a little bit controversial right there by Laps there. Got to give him the space. As Fanatical has had a spin. You know, like Sector 3 still. I think it was just Fanatical doing the spin. As Elongated is on the hard tees going to the end, he'll be hoping for a safety car. But the gap out in front now is 3 seconds between Wooly and Kangaroo Guy. But as I said, the top 3 will have to pit again. Especially Kangaroo Guy. Wooly and Laps will make their first pit stops. As JDM's actually had a spin. But I'm going to predict that JDM will be coming up into P6 any moment. Yep. Oh, Jimmy makes a move. He makes a move on Urban. Urban Grove wasn't awake to it. And Jimmy says, thank you very much. I will take P4 and a bag of potato chips. And he will take that to the bank. As Jimmy's now looking for a move. Oh my god! Jimmy is on an absolute tear. And thanks to that move, Urban Grove is up in the P5. Laps has lost 2 positions in the space of a corner. Jimmy is on an absolute tear right now. No chance getting 25 laps out of these mediums. I mean, 10 laps to go. Anything can happen. So Jimmy's 1.4 behind Kangaroo, but he is now a net P1. Jimmy is now a net P1 because Kangaroo Guy and Wooly Mixer will have to pit. Laps will have to pit as well because they didn't pit on the safety car. There's yellow flags. Oh, the henchman's had a moment. The henchman has had a moment. 1.5 the gap. If I was Urban, I would just save up ERS and let Jimmy pull me through. Can Jimmy find 6/10 in this final sector and get that DRS Fanatical 3-second time penalty? The penalties are coming in thick and fast. We're not even half race distance yet. As JDM is back up in the P6 as per. But Jimmy does not find those 6/10 in the final sector. But he's pulling away from Urban. He's getting a better exit. He is getting a better exit. But Urban still having that DRS is helping a lot. And Laps is just doing the same thing, saving up his ERS. Does not need to push. So if I'm Urban, I'm just using Jimmy as a DRS pool and saving up ERS. Because only 20%, you'll need to save it come the end of this race to maybe to defend. Oh, Kangaroo started on mediums, so he pitted on went for another set of mediums. So Kangaroo guy will have to pit again. He will have to pit again. Jimmy and Urban don't have to pit because they both started on softs. They both started on softs, and there's a big cluster happening behind Urban Grove. 4-car train here, and oh, there goes Mad Dog. Mad Dog's going for a spin. He's hit the curb. You don't want to be touching the curb here at Spain. That is just not going to end well. But now Urban Grove has now pulled out a gap to Laps as Wooly is now into the pits. Wooly is now into the pits. It's hard to the end. Notorious is in as well. He is in as well. He might have got some front wing damage. But now Urban can now just stay behind Jimmy. Still, 24% ERS. He needs to start saving a lot more. Just use none on the pit straight for maybe a lap or two. Kangaroo and Jimmy kind of at the same ERS. I think JDM's red Xing. Yes, he is. But what's in Urban's favour is that, you know, the rest of the field behind him, they might have to pit again. Crappy car game of 14 laps, old mediums. JDM's lagging every which way. Itchy Boy's on 9-lap old medium, so Itchy Boy might potentially be going to the end. Wooly's down in the 13th. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. If there's a late safety car, that changes everything. JDM is now in the net P9. JDM is coming into the pits. He's now coming into the pits. Yep. Just keep using 1.9 is the gap. But here comes Clappy on X laps. Down the inside. Oh, I thought there was enough room there. And now it's 2.2 between Urban and Laps. So this battling between these two has cost them so much time that now Urban's just going to focus on Jimmy. That these two are not going to be in their calculations. Pretty... Oh, and there goes X-Laps. He's had a spin. He's had a spin. That's a reset. That is a reset. That is a big reset. You can't reset the track in the season. So, it's going to be... Yeah. As I'm looking at the chat and everybody is now suddenly getting involved into this race. The battle for P2 is still on the Sector 2. It's Notorious. Notorious has had a moment as well. This is still the closest battle. It's still a second, but Urban's still with that DRS. Using up a little bit ERS as well. As Laps is into the lane. Oh, Jimmy makes a little bit of a mistake there. That's going to invite Urban Grove to maybe potentially make a move. And Kangaroo Guy Jimmy have low ERS, but Urban's got the most out of the top three. As Laps is now on softs. The other back, Sector 1, I think it's Mad Dog. Yes, it is. Mad Dog's had a moment as well. Itchy Boy and Fanatical getting friendly with each other now. For P7 and 8. Yeah, if you reset the track, the penalty could be as much as 20 seconds. So you don't want to be resetting the track. Oh, Jimmy's now in. Jimmy's now doing the 2-stop here. I'll tell you what, if the safety car would have come out now, Jimmy would have made the plays of all plays. Jimmy's on medium. He's on fresh set of medium, so... The other back sector 1. It's Kodia. Kodia's made a mistake. So, the gap to leader, it's 22.7 seconds. Magdog gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. So, 22.8 seconds, and the gap was about, what was it, 1.8. So, 21 seconds is the gap. As Jimmy now lost a little bit of time battling Kodia there. I think Kodia might have had some wing damage, perhaps, after that spin. But it's 23.4 now. And Kangaroo Guy stays out for another lap. We know how good Urban Growth is on his tyres. I remember a league race at Japan. He took the mediums 24 laps. He pitted lap 2. Well, lap 3. I can't remember what the percentage was. What the laps was at Japan. And Urban Growth, he pitted early and took the mediums over 20 laps at Japan without a puncture. So we know how good Urban's tyre wear is, and now the gap is now coming down. 22.6 laps, 3-second time penalty. But don't forget, Kangaroo will have to pit again. Wooly Mixer does not have to pit again, but he's on hards, but he's 8 seconds ahead of Jimmy. So the undercut from Wooly has worked on Jimmy, as the Taurus gets a time penalty. But the rest of the field in that top 10, apart from Urban and Wooly, everyone else might pit again. Oh, maybe Itchy Boy might not pit again. 1 lap older tyres than Urban, so yeah. As Zach Punch has made a mistake here. Jimmy's going for fastest lap attempt here. Does not want a safety car yet. It's now 21.9. I think Jimmy's now in that window of an undercut for Kangaroo or Urban. And there is the fast lap point. The other sector 3. Notorious is out. Is that a safety car? Is that a safety car? It's a safety car! Woohoo! Oh, safety car. Everybody's coming in now. And I think that's thrown Jimmy's, strategy out the window. But he's on fresh mediums. The softs surely won't go the distance. The softs surely won't be going the distance. What's that? 10 laps. 10 laps on soft tyres. Can it be done? That is the big Q. So, who's on? Sparky is on the soft tyres. Elongate's just going to wait to get ahead. Mad Dog's probably going to go on softs, I would assume. Oh, he's had a 5-second penalty. Can he get out ahead? He can, because everybody's now... Oh, you don't want to be getting some wing damage, as Mad Dog will come out and keep his lap. I think Jimmy there is playing the team game for the henchman. I think henchman might come in for the softs. Yep, he's gonna take it. Well, you can say that, but yeah, 10 laps on the soft tyres though, it's gonna be an actual struggle. Because we know how bad the tyre wear is here at Spain on the soft tyres. Who knows? Jimmy might come in again. Have the freshest set of have the freshest have the freshest set of softs out of everybody. I could see it happening. I mean, I've done it myself, and it's worked out a treat. So you just never know. Duck Punch has got a 3-second time penalty. We'll check the penalties in just a moment. I said the Castana for another, so this is the lap to come in if you want to hop onto those soft tyres. This is the lap to do it on. Does Jimmy come in? No, he is going to stay out. I think he'll prioritise the end. I think he's going to prioritise the end. Yes, I am on comms. And Zach punches in, so I mean he must be watching the stream. Unless he got wing damage. Yeah, he got wing damage. Actually, while we wait, we'll check penalties. So there's the penalty situation. So Clappy has 3, Fanatical has 3, Laps has 6, Henchman has 6, Sparky has 9, Duck Puncher has 6, and Mad Dog has 6. What? I guess that because Santica stayed at another lap. You know, 9 laps. 9 laps. Big interesting. Save the Castana another lap. So this is helping the soft runners. Because Mad Dog and Elon come in again. So 8 laps. Maybe now it's the time for the softs. Maybe 8 laps is the limit. The Mad Dog and Elon have pretty much caught back up to the rest of the pack. So everybody is on equal terms, if you want to call it that. And now we're going to wait for a safety car restart. So while we wait, we'll throw to an ad. But we'll come back, green flag.
If you want to feel comfy, look smart, and look attractive as for the ladies or the men, go to Sally's Shirts today. Yes, we got the custom-made shirts, we got the custom-made hoodies, we got the custom-made fonts, the custom-made tank top, and of course we got the phone cases and everything you ever wanted, including the open head fucking face shirt at Sally's Shirts today for Formula OCE. And don't forget to join our Discord if you want to go racing today. we'll put the link in the chat right now if we remember. And don't forget the YouTube channel as well. Watch past races of last season when me and Reptile paddled in 1 races and races of this season for Formula OCE. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. Subscribe, follow, and don't forget hit the notifications button to let you know when we go live for Formula OCE. And our other sponsors, Taylor Racing, and our partners, Relentless Racing League and Rapid Racing League.
Alright, we are back. We're going to go to some green flag racing for the final 8 laps of the Spanish Grand Prix. Don't forget, podium interviews will be happening straight after the conclusion of the race. Hopefully everybody will ready up and they can go to the showroom. If not, it's fine. But podium interviews, the first podium interviews of the season will be happening. And so Kangaroo Guy is now gone. Urban Grove has sort of kept in touch. Clappy is now right behind Urban Grove. Jimmy's been hounded by Car Gamer right now. Car Gamer and Jimmy going side by side, are they? Here comes Urban. No, he's a bit too far back. Car Gamer makes the move onto Jimmy. He's made the move for P4. I don't think Jimmy will have to. Ooh, Henchman's got a time penalty. Fanatical looking for a move on the inside. They're going to go 3 wide, are they? No, they're not. Oh, there's contact between Fanatical and Jimmy. Jimmy looking for the switchback of Dreams here. Car Gamer's already 1.1 behind. Oh, there's contact. There's drama between Itchy Boy and Jimmy. And Wooly Mixer is now getting into this fight. Oh, that was some close racing right there. And now the top 9 all under a second of each other. But Itchy Boy's looking for a move. And Wooly around the outside. Has he got the move around the outside? He's got one, but he couldn't get the other. Wooly's looking for a move on Itchy Boy. But nothing doing there. And Jimmy is falling down by the wayside here at this point in time. Just needs to calm down. Keep his head. And he will be fine. Fanatical, 3-second time penalty. Urban Grove doing very well, staying within that DRS, but not much is happening there. JDM, Laps is out! X-Laps is out! Is that another safety car? It's another safety car! Wow! Surely everybody's coming on softs now. I mean, you just may as well. You may as well just come in for softs. Mad Dog's on Tillabald softs though, so I mean I can see point B, it does have penalties. It is safety car though, so it is a late safety car. It's a late safety car. Not sure who that Mansell person is, but they need to leave. But yeah, I can see all the medium and hard runners. Thank you, Mansell. Much appreciate you. I can see all the medium and hard runners just coming in for softs. I mean, you may as well. Otherwise, you're just going to get left. And your boy staying out. Fanatical stays out. Jimmy stays out. Cottier stays out. And yeah, okay. So they all stayed out. Big interesting. So hence with the Mad Dog, new soft tyres. So they caught up to the safety car. And this is now just helped out the soft runners. So, yeah, Fanatical, Itchy Boy, Jimmy, JDM, and Cottier gonna be in a little bit of trouble here. From the soft runners from behind. But Sparky does have a drive-through penalty too. So there's the penalty situation again. Sparky, a drive-through penalty. So he'll have to serve it once safety car ends, which is unfortunate. Let's look to see how Sparky goes. See what moves he could do. But yeah, this is just helped out the soft guys. Can be aggressive, but as long as they don't go over the line, it's fair. So I think we might be going next lap, or at the end of this lap. So 4 laps of racing. Sparky has retired, understandable. Drive through, yeah. I mean, it is what it is, unfortunately, for Sparky. But much appreciate Sparky for racing here tonight. Much appreciate. But Elon, you know, new fresh set of softs. The same with the henchman. You know, does Elon have a penalty? I think no, he doesn't. Big interesting. In terms of Elon. I think it was speeding. Let me just double check for you. Where? It was a drive-through. Just let me double check for you. Yes, speeding on the safety car. So there it is. All right, here we go. No ad this time because I knew it would be at the end of this lap. 4 laps. 4 laps plus podium interviews, ladies and gentlemen. At this stage, it's Kangaroo, Clappy, and Urban, but with Clappy with that time penalty, it's going to be Car Gamer. So Clappy will need to get a move on and gap everyone else. We'll do gap to leader for the final 4 laps and show up the penalty situation for the final 4 here at Spain for Tier 3. The first league race of OCE. It's been an absolute doozy. That could be some controversial moment right there. And there it is. We're going green flag racing and Car Gamer now looking for a move onto Urban Grove Fanatical and Itchy Boy going side by side here. Car Gamer down the inside of Urban. Can he get it done? No, he can't. Urban holds on. Clappy's taking the lead of this race. Clappy's taking the lead of this race. He needs to gap 3 seconds. At the moment, it is a P5 at this stage. It's a P5, P6 at this stage. It's a P5, P6 at this stage. As Wooly and Itchy Boy have a battle, and Jimmy's making the move. He's got the move done for P7. That could be huge. That could be up for a top 6 finish for Jimmy. But can he get under that 3 second? Urban's got now a time penalty. Urban now has a time penalty. So Car Gamer can now just chill and not have to worry about overtaking Urban Grove in the final 4 laps. Jimmy and Itchy Boy going side by side here. Jimmy holds on. We're right on board with Dr. JDM. We're right on board with Dr. JDM here. Wooly very much holding up Jimmy. The gap is about 2 seconds. Wrong one. Interval. Yeah, 2.2 between Fanatical and Jimmy. But here comes Fanatical on Car Gamer. Car Gamer doesn't really need to fight him, but he's going to fight it anyway. He's holding up ahead. Jimmy gets ahead of Itchy Boy and Wooly. Oh, he nearly get it. But Wooly's got a time penalty, so that is big. That is big. Oh, a little bit of contact, and it's your boy says thank you very much. I will take a bag. I will take that in a bag of potato chips for that P7. What an absolute move by It's Your Boy there. Up into P7. Card Game is down into P5 now. Jimmy could get himself a top 4 finish here. Gap to leader. So Jimmy needs to find another second and a bit to have a top 4 finish, maybe even a podium. As Wooly Mixer now falling down by the wayside now. Maybe the softs maybe starting to wear out just a tad. Kodia and Henchman going at it. Duck Punch has had a spin. Oh dear, there's contact every which way. Clappy's down into P7, so something's happened with Rapid Clappy. It's yellow flags every which way. I don't know where to look at. I think it was Kodia's now had a spin. He's had a moment. Henchman's up in the P10. What is going on? The final 4. So I missed what happened with Rapid Clappy. Elong has retired in the pits, which is fair enough. 2 laps to go. Kodia is out as well. He's done it. So both Avataris have DNF'd. Not exactly sure what had happened there. But Jimmy's up in the P5. Card Gamer P4. Fanatical is P3. Urban Grove is P1, but 7/10 behind Kangaroo Guy. But Kangaroo Guy does not have a penalty. Urban Grove does. At this stage, it's going to be a Kangaroo P2. Maybe a Card Gamer P2. No, Kangaroo P1, Card Gamer P2. But 4.8 is the gap between Jimmy and Urban. So what's that? 4.2. So he needs another 1.2 seconds for Jimmy on Urban to get that P3, to get that first podium, to get the confidence flowing here in Tier 3. As we're coming on to the final lap of this race, what an absolute stonking of a race here. Here comes Urban. Will he make a move? No, he holds off. He holds off. It's Your Boy and Jimmy are swap positions, but It's Your Boy does have a penalty, so Jimmy does not need to fight. But it's going to cost him some time. So I think it's going to be a Jimmy a P4 here. Back Sector 1. Wooly Mix has had a moment as well. Wooly has had a moment. We'll keep an eye at the front here between Kangaroo Guy and Urban, but I think Kangaroo Guy is going to win this with no penalties. Fanatical gets a late penalty, P3, so definitely he'll be moving down. I think Urban might have just done enough. Actually, 3 seconds. Oh, that's 2.3. Yeah. It's gonna be very, very close. But Kangaroo Guy coming towards the final corner. He's going to win the Tier 3 preseason race at Spain. There it is. Urban goes to finish P2 on track. Fanatical P3. But Card Gamer will go up into P2. Jimmy gets P4 in the end. Urban Grove gets P3. It was half a second away from getting that P2. Jimmy P4. It's Your Boy P5. JDM P6. Fanatical P7. Clappy P8. Mad Dog P9 in the end. Henchman gets P10. Duck Puncher P11 and Wooly Mixer will get P12. What an absolute race. What a race, ladies and gentlemen. Car Gamer Driver Today says Cody's. What an opening race. Oh. Wowzers. Wowzers. Lads, if that doesn't get you hyped up for the season ahead for Tier 3, nothing will. Hopefully we get all the drivers in next week for Britain. Round 1 cannot come soon enough. So there it is. Jimmy does get fastest lap point as well, so big ups to Jimmy. It doesn't mean anything, but that shows he does have some pace. So we'll get the top 3 in. Kangaroo, Car Gamer, and Urban. What a preseason race. Nothing was on the line. Everybody was racing hard. That was absolute fantastic. There it is. Kodia, DNF, Kodia, Elongated, Sparky, X-Laps, Notorious, and Rango Killer DNF early on in the race, which was unfortunate. Late safety cars happened. Oh, I think everybody is actually in. Yes, it is. Nobody's readying up, so we'll kick off. Urban Growth, can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Lads, mate, P3, so close to a P2, half a second away. Mate, tell us about that race.
Oh, well, I was disappointed I got the 3-second penalty in the last few laps. I would have got P2 if it wasn't for that, so I was a bit gutted, but I'm happy with P3 once again. If I get P3 every race, then I should be in a good shot with a championship.
Yeah, mate. Judged by everybody's pace, I think the tier is going to be set with a few additions to come next week.
I've had 4 league races and 4 P3s in the last 4 races, so
it's going to be an interesting season nonetheless. But mate, you started P6, the 2 stop, the safety car. Did you think the safety cars helped you out just a tad?
Yeah, it did, mate. I got to admit, it did help me out.
Were you going to go to the end on the mediums? If there was no safety car, were you going to go to the end on those mediums?
No, I was going to come in that lap, but then when the safety car came out, I wasn't sure whether to swap to mediums again or to softs. I wasn't sure whether softs would do 10 laps, but then Kanga changed to softs, so then I changed to softs. I just waited to see what Kanga did.
Well, that is interesting. Well, GG's on a well-deserved P3, mate. Looking forward to see how you go through next week at Britain, where the real season kicks off. GG's.
Well, that's my home Grand Prix, so should be in with a shot. Cheers, mate.
No worries. Car Gamer 442, mate. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you there. I just have to add my audio, I think, actually.
No. You're fine. You're coming through the Elgato, so you're all good. Mate, P2 in the end, started P12. It is a pre-season race, but how do you feel about that race?
Yeah, it was a dreadful quali, first of all. Q1 was a disaster, and then the rain came, and the track was basically undrivable, so that was a disaster of a quali. And then, the race went pretty well. I guess the strategy really helped me. Great job to Kangaroo today. That was incredible pace by him, but I'm stoked with that. Spain is one of my weaker tracks, so to have a P2 and kick the non-official season off with a P2, I'm very happy with that, to be honest.
Yep, well, as you said, it's only a pre-season race, like a social race, but there's no Spain on the calendar, so you're happy about that. But mate, Britain next week. What are your thoughts?
Oh man, that's one of my strongest tracks. I love the British Grand Prix. I love those fast flowing corners. Can't wait. But yeah, key will be consistency. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good, but we'll see how it goes.
Well, GG's my guy. Well deserved P2. Looking forward to see how you go throughout the season for Tier 3.
Thanks.
Kangaroo guy, we'll go to the race winner. Mate, can you hear me?
Yeah, mate.
Mate, P1, started P5 and a P1. Tell us about your race.
Just had a good strategy. I had my teammate Sparky. He was helping me out, giving me updates on tyres and other drivers. But just overall, safety cars helped me out a lot at the end. Kept the soft tyres in good condition for the last push, and Urban had me on my toes for a while, but when he got that penalty, I could take a breath of fresh air and just calm down for a bit.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you saw Urban Grove plus 3 seconds, mate, you must have just felt a big sigh of relief come especially at the end of the race there, because he was hounding you pretty much all race long.
Yeah, no, it was a big smile on my face when I saw him get the penalty. It's unfortunate for him, but yeah, he had me on my toes for the entire thing, so it helped out quite a bit.
Britain next week, kicking off the season. You've heard the other two talk about it, so we're going to talk to you about it as well. What are your thoughts on Britain next week?
I hate Silverstone. I suck at it. It's not my track. Hopefully just finishing in the points is the goal, because I don't think I'm going to be anywhere near the podium. I can't drive that track at all. It doesn't like me.
Well, mate, anything could happen in T3, as you saw tonight. You just got a small taste of what T3 was like last season. But GG's 2 or 3 podium sitters, Kangaroo Guy, Car Gamer, Urban Growth. Jimmy gets a P4 and fast lap put with a 119.433. What a race, action packed. Yeah, no words can explain. The chat was going off. We had a peak of about 31, 32 viewers for a pre-season race. We got 32 viewers. Mate, thank you ever so much for coming in and watching T3 just go at it. So I see a couple of people in the chat are getting confused about what the go is for next week. Not next week, this week. So T1 is Friday nights. Mitchie 950 will be in the commentary box. Friday night is T1 Spain. Saturday night is T4 for T4 at 8 o'clock. And Tier 2 is Sunday 7:30 with Rapid Kahoot. He'll be in the commentary box. And until next time, it is goodbye. And FormulaOCE will see you tomorrow night for T1. But Tier 3 will see you next week for round 1 for the British Grand Prix. We hope to see you there. And for potentially the final time for Tier 3, the greatest ad of all time.
If you want to feel comfy, look smart, and look attractive as for the ladies or the men, go to Sally's Shirts today. Yes, we got the custom-made shirts, we got the custom-made hoodies, we got the custom-made fonts, the custom-made tank top, and of course we got the phone cases and everything you ever wanted, including the open head fucking faith shirt at Sally's Shirts today for FormulaOCE. And don't forget to join our Discord if you want to go racing today. We'll put the link in the chat right now if we remember. And don't forget the YouTube channel as well. Watch past races of last season when me and Reptile paddled won races and races of this season for FormulaOCE. And don't forget our Twitch channel as well. Subscribe, follow, and don't forget hit the notifications button to let you know when we go live for FormulaOCE. And our other sponsors, Taylor Racing, and our partners, Relentless Racing League and Rapid Racing League. Reptile's the champion, by the way.